But like, obviously, we were recognised for awards. I celebrated, and I got told off for celebrating. Okay, you weren't really on my page, were you? I thought we were celebrating a big win.
We were celebrating a big win, but I was working the next day. So
you were just like chaperoning me.
I was chaperoning you. Pete had a whale of a time. He was sitting in between me and Kelly Brook. There's a lot of men who'd like to be in that position. More so Kelly Brook than me, to be honest. So yeah, did you have a nice time?
I had a lovely evening, thanks, yeah.
Which brings me on to my weekly wine.
Go on.
So every time we're on stage together, Pete directs me and tells me what I can and can't say.
That's not true.
So when we were on the Brit Award,
it's not true at all.
No, it is true.
You asked me what you're going to say, so I'll tell you.
And because I get actually, believe it or not, very nervous.
I was very nervous
at those kind of. Oh, shut up!
I was nervous.
How many people were you presenting in front of? Do you think?
Oh, there was a room of 1,000 people.
Yeah. Okay.
Like 500 people, 1,000 people.
Big audience.
But the Brit Awards obviously goes out to millions of people, and obviously the people in the room, which is in their thousands. But Pete's always like, right, we'll go on together. You just stand there, and I'll say this, and then you say thank you, and walk off. And I'm like, why are you always trying to mute me? I just look like a trophy bimbo on your arm who can't
absolutely
talk.
Not true.
Half correct.
Pete's like, Pete's like made this like whole speech with all gags in, and then he's like, and you just laugh, yeah? And then
you just laugh.
I'm like, stop trying to mute me. Talk me through why it did happen.
Didn't happen.
Did you go off
It's happened
script?
twice now.
Did you go off script, Abbey, or not?
I was petrified.
Was you?
I'm not going to lie.
I was fucking so nervous as well. Like, so nervous. But then I was like, you kept asking me all the time, what are you going to say, what are you going to say, what are you going to say? So I said, I'm going to say this. What are you going to say? And you said, what do you think I should say? So then I say,
just say thanks.
I think you should say this. Or nothing.
Just smile and look pretty.
Yeah.
I was sweating.
We're not
shaking.
from that planet, you know what I mean? And we were nervous doing that in front of people that do it for a living. And
Well, I always remember that old famous quote from Simon Cowell. No one wants to see anyone on stage nervous. There's so many people who want to, and it's such a hindrance to me. Nerves. It just, oh my God, to have, I've got a lot of confidence in certain areas. But I severely lack it in others, and that's one of the things I would like to master. And I was in my head thinking, Mo Gowda.
Yeah.
But I was so nervous. Bizarre. Pete kept standing on my frigging dress all night.
Bladdered.
Yeah, bladdered.
it was a long dress. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I want to walk with you, but I have to walk 10 yards behind.
You could walk in front and hold my hand. I had this incredible Cavalli runway gown on. It was just, one of them dresses you put on and you're just like, oh my God, this is incredible. And he kept standing on it. I was like falling on top of people all night. But yeah.
But you look gorgeous. My weekly wine is you got into that habit of, like driving in and just leaving the door open, the car door. What is that about?
It's because I'm trying to multitask. Like I'm getting all the school bags out the car, the coats, the kids.
Yeah, I do that as well.
But if they don't shut.
Well, I don't get out of the car with the kids.
No, you leave the bags in the car. You take them to school and leave the bags in the boot and drive away from the school. So don't you be talking to me about multitasking.
I do though. Like
even on the weekend, it's like, when Pete goes for the dog walk, he just takes the dogs.
Yeah.
And has a nice leisurely stroll. When I take the dogs, my friend Alfie, best friend Alfie came. He's got post-traumatic stress from the dog walk we had. It was torrential rain. I've got 4 kids, the 2 dogs. And, in my head, it's like, let's go, to the countryside. It's just beautiful walk through the country. And at the end, there's a fire pit where you can roast marshmallows and a little coffee van and get coffee and kids get hot chocolate. It was absolute hell. I forgot the poo bags. So I had to pick dog poop with tissue and put it in the bin. Ralph was just running away and just going with other families and would not come back. I had to carry Johnny and Jack at the same time, bearing in mind one's 6 and one's 4, whilst getting Ralph back on the lead. The dogs were head to toe in mud. Then finally, after them crying that it was too far, gets to the place where we can roast marshmallows. Jack gets smoke in his eye. Johnny falls off a log into a puddle. This random dog runs over, eats all our flapjacks that I just got for the kids. It was hell on earth.
But this back to my point of you always want to take. It's always a lovely idea. Take the kids, the dogs. We're going to have a nice family walk. It's one or the other. It's kids or dogs.
Bet you were just looking at Jeffrey halfway through. We don't. Not
Jeffrey
used
was
to this shit,
impeccable
are we,
as
mate?
always.
We're not used to this.
And then Jack
Shambles.
Jack needing a wee and just like pulled his pants down and weed at a tree, and all like the people are just looking at me like, oh my God, look at your feral child.
My mate said to me the other day, he said they're out in the park and stuff, and he was like, same sort of thing, like really busy, you know, doing stuff. And his little boy said, I need a toilet down. He said, just a bush there, just go over there. It's no problem. Went over there, pulled his pants down, had a shit. In the park. Oh my God, I was laughing, man.
Desperately looking for a dock leaf.
I know, a dock leaf.
What's the deal with the dog leaf?
That's if you get stung by a nettle.
No, I know, but like, I remember we used to always have, like, do kids get stung by nettles anymore?
I've
You know
never
what I
seen a
mean?
nettle for years.
That's what I'm saying, the nettles don't even exist anymore.
I don't know, they must do.
Used to have nettles and dock leaves, like.
Yeah.
And then to make matters worse, my own daughter taking the pee out of my own accent. She was doing accents and she was like, Mummy, like so posh. Mummy, so
It's amazing.
I'm going to do accents. I'm going to do Scouse and then British.
She said, listen to this sentence. I'm going to do it in Scouse and then British.
I'm like, Scouse is British? What are you talking about?
We're not English for Scouse.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, that was so good.
So yeah, it was an eventful week. You know, honoured to have won the award.
How are you getting on with your Mo Gaudat vibe? You know, turning the negatives into positives.
Excellent. Today, I felt fantastic. The sun was shining. I went to the gym with my sister. We had an omelette. We came home. We're going to start this new fasting thing because that's another thing that people do to sharpen their mind, rest the digestive system, you know, getting on this health kick.
It's become all the rage, this, isn't
Intermittent fasting, is it?
it? Kind of kick your system into gear again.
Yeah. I felt so positive today. The sun was shining. I had the roof down, sun on my skin. You know, it's a good day.
Good day.
I feel the little bit of effort you put into yourself to change your thoughts, your thought process into a positive definitely has a great outcome.
All right.
You should try it sometime.
Yeah. I'm always positive.
No, there's a difference between positive and not giving a fuck about anything.
Do I look happy though?
Yeah.
There you go.
Does it with a smile on his face?
I don't give a fuck with a smile.
I'd love to be like you.
I just think positivity is key. And I lived my life by that mantra, and I didn't need Mo Gaudat to tell me. I knew that I needed to be positive.
You're not positive.
I am.
You're not always positive.
Well, not all the time, but quite a lot.
All right then.
What?
All the time.
I don't know what's happened to me. Very husky today. Very husky.